Hello, hello, friends. How are we all doing on this wonderful Tuesday? Let me flip through and say hi to everybody. Hi, Alex. Oh, hold on one second. I don't know why it's not letting me pull the chat up. Little booger. Hold on. Let's see. Very weird. It won't let me pull the chat up. Okay, let me try something really quickly. Haven't had that problem before. Let me switch all over here for a second. Oh, I just saw Stephanie pop in. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Jeannie. I'm trying to like flip through. Okay, let me focus. Let me try and fix this first real quick. If this doesn't work, we'll just go without it, but... This is so weird. The chat is not taking. Interesting. Well, I'm just going to read through tonight if that's okay with you guys. I don't know why that's happening. That's very bizarre. And I'm thinking it's probably a YouTube issue, not a me issue. But very weird. Anyways, howdy, Alex. Howdy, Savannah. Hi, Jess. Hi, Ian. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Beth. Hi, Jen. Hi, Radiantly Mars. Hi, Jeannie. Oh, Jeannie's going to be streaming with me on Thursday this week, I think, right, Jeannie? It's coming up fast. Let's see. Savannah said, hoping to get some writing in, but I'm focusing on finishing a crochet project for my best friend's birthday. Oh, that's so sweet. That's awesome. No worries. This is, I mean, these streams really are meant for whatever, you know, whatever vibe you're feeling. Let's see. Hi, Star Bunny. Yes, so happy to have you here. Hi, Rachel Catherine. Got you set up on my Roku again. Oh my God, how cool. Yes, I had a great weekend. I hope you had a good weekend as well. I mean, I will say great weekend. I was doing a lot of homework, but it was productive. So Alex said Evelyn's going to need her own dance party because I see that 2 away from 100K. Yep. I've been intentionally waiting to hit 100K on stream because I just feel like I started this on stream. I'm not going to be done at 100K, but I do want to hit that landmark, like, on stream, you know. Hi, Stephanie. Ian said totally 2 words away from 100K. Just write them. Dance before the maid sprints. Nope, gotta do it in the sprint, you know. That's part of it. We'll do the celebration on our first break. We gotta earn it, right? Excuse me. Christina said hello. I'll be here chilling with you guys. Who knows if there'll be writing. You know what? If there's not, that's okay. That's okay too. Gosh, I really hate that I'm going to hit 100K and I can't pull up the chat. I'm not going to lie. I'm really debating. It'll be okay. We're going to vibe out. I just wish I could highlight it. I don't know why that's happening, but that's okay. Rachel Catherine said, I went to a concert on Valentine's Day and all the songs that played on the pre-show playlist. Oh, you know why it's happening? I know why it's happening. I remember now. I took a proctored exam on Sunday. And when I do that, I have to turn off an extension for this. Okay. I'll fix this during the first sprint. I forgot. I haven't had to do that since last semester. And I was like, what is happening? I remembered. Okay. So I'll fix this by the end of the first sprint, everyone. I apologize. Rachel Catherine said, I went to a concert on Valentine's Day and all the songs that played on the pre-show playlist, I thought of scenes for my book, but I didn't have a connection to it. Shazam then, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, Rachel Catherine, back when I used to be like really into dance, right? I would go and watch dance competitions like all day, okay, on the weekends. And I'm talking all day, like sometimes starting at like 7 a.m. and finishing at 1 a.m. Okay. And I had my Shazam at the ready, bro. And I had like a little notepad with all the, like the entire program printed out. And I would just Shazam and write down songs that I loved. It was how I found some of my best music for pieces. It was so fun. Beth said, I plan to do some reading, but depending on the length of the sprint, might film a video for YouTube. Awesome, Beth. You're being way more productive on that front than I am. I've really got to get into the vlogging. Well, there's no pressure to. It's just that was one of my New Year's resolutions that I really want to do, like at least a couple vlogs this year at some point. And especially because I'm getting so close to the end. Because also, I think I told you guys this, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to cut 2 chapters from my ending because, how do I say this? I think it gives too much away of what is going to happen at like the start of the second book, if that makes sense. So I decided I think I want to like shave it off and hold it back. So yeah, I really don't have too much more to go. I think I'm probably going to finish closer to like 125 or 121,000. So definitely want to do a vlog of like this last little chunk, but we'll see if I do it or not. It takes a lot of commitment. Beth said, I planned. Oh, wait. Rachel said, I think you just sneezed. So I'm going to say, like, yeah, I did. I'm sorry. My sneezes are so not graceful at all. Christy said, hell yeah. Problem solving skills. Listen, I was like, I know there's a reason this is happening. So I'm glad I figured it out. Alex said, yes. A reminder, friends, make sure your chat is in live chat mode, not top chat. That way everyone can see the lovely people YouTube tries to hide. Yes, 100%. They hide all the cool people. Walter, I cannot see if you stand in front of the monitor. So here. Come here. All right. How about you just sit here with me? Like I'm Dr. Evil or something, and we'll read through. Okay. Beth said, I finally got my new glasses and I can see again, so it's time to film a video. Oh, that's awesome. What do your new glasses look like, Beth? Did you get like thicker frames, thinner frames? I have one of each, and I prefer the thinner now, but I used to rock some thick black frames. Let's see. Vic said, hello, I'm putting Reading Sun Eater aside to hang out. Oh, I'm so happy you're here to hang, Vic. We're happy to have you. Rachel Catherine said, I listened to Supercut by Lord and thought of a scene/chapter that I'll be adding to the second draft of my slow burn romance. Nice. Christina said, yes. And further reminder, if you toggle between views like full screen to regular and such, YouTube will change it back to top chat. So you got to know to switch back to live chat. Interesting. I did not know that, Christina. Thank you for sharing. Beth said, I got some, rose gold. Oh, and cat eye. Oh, we love to see a cat eye. I love that so much. That's such a vibe. All right. Well, how do you all feel about getting right into our first sprint here? I know we haven't spent too much time catching up, but I do want to fix the chat. And then I also want to get my 2 words in. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to make this excruciating for you guys. Because I'm going to I want to fix the chat first. And then, in case you can't tell, I was like racing to get here. I just had a lot of homework to do today. I'm not going to lie. And I was kind of pushing it to the last second. So I did not even make my chocolate milk yet for stream. So I'm going to fix the chat. I'm going to make my chocolate milk, and then I'll write the 2 words and we can celebrate on the next break. Let's see. Yeah, rose gold is such a vibe. It sounds so fun. Radiantly Mars, rose gold cat eye. Yes, I bet you look amazing in them. I need new glasses. Yeah, I actually, and on this note of I've been getting headaches more often, I actually get headaches more with glasses than I do with contacts lately, because my glasses are like, I think they're just too tight, but they literally squeeze my head right here and give me, God, the worst headaches. So I've been trying to actually wear contacts more often. Literally holding my applause for it, Christina. Delete 10, add 11, delete 3, add 2. See, that's the thing too, is I'm like, I kind of want to do it after the first sprint too, just because I may hit 100K and then erase a little bit and then write more, you know? So like, I'll comfortably be past 100K at the end of the first sprint. No chocolate milk. I love chocolate. Chocolate milk is the bomb.com. That is my like drug of choice when I'm streaming. So I have to have it in hand. So I will definitely make some during the first sprint. I don't know what Walter just saw, but he freaked out. Grab third dinner. They're a kind of cat eye shape, more round, but they're the closest you could get to cat eye. Okay, I see that. I can picture that. Like not quite as extreme, just a little bit of like a shallower cat eye. That's still a vibe. Love to see it. All right, let's hop on over to the wheel and get this sprint going so we can get crack-a-lackin', shall we? And just because I can't pull up the chat does not mean we don't do our guesses. Okay. It is tradition. So go ahead and take the next 5 seconds to drop your guesses in the chat. And if anybody hits the nail on the head, we will spam the chat with gold stars in their honor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Radiantly Mars says chocolate milk is my go-to non-caffeinated drink. Yeah, it's a good one. It is a good one. All right, here we go. $25. Okay, perfect. I'll be curious to see what the wheel gives us today, because I feel like last time we used it, it was a little weird. It gave us a lot of baby sprints and then a lot of big sprints back to back. It was really all over the place, which I guess is the point. But okay, so Jen got it. Free range female. So everybody flood the chat with stars for Jen. I'm going to get Jen her trophy. All right, while you do that. Very nicely done, Jen. Loving the gold stars all around. Well, congrats, Jen said. I've never got it before. Well, there's a first time for everything, my friend. First time for everything. All right. That being said, I have 25 minutes on the clock. I wish everyone the best of luck, and I will see you on the other side of 25. Here we go. All right, all right, all right. How did that sprint go for everybody? Also, fun fact, it looks like the issue with pulling up comments is a YouTube issue. There are a few threads and comments and things I found. It looks like there have been some issues over the last 4 days or so. So that's fun. And I kind of had that theory because it was highlighting all my comments yellow on my pop-out screen. And this is just from like YouTube Studio. And I thought that was a little weird. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer. But it is what it is, you know? So for tonight, just know I can still see all your lovely comments and I'm interacting as best I can. But yeah, I can't pull them up for tonight, unfortunately. Hi, Iz. Welcome in, bud. Radiantly Mars says, I definitely got myself some chocolate milk. Me too. I also apologize for disappearing on that sprint, but I did take the trash out real quick too. Because I had just done Walter's litter boxes earlier today, like right before I hopped in the shower, and did not take the trash out. And I was like, sorry, stream's got to wait. I got to get this out before it gets like too dark out and everything. Let's see. Beth said, forgot to charge my camera and it died in the middle of filming. May have to use my phone or wait until the camera charges. That's the worst feeling. That and when memory cards max out. That's like the worst feeling. Boo YouTube. Yeah. Because YouTube has done this to me before, like not this issue, but I had a whole separate issue with YouTube before the holidays. So yeah, I think YouTube needs to up its game where live streaming is concerned, but like just meaning its efficiency. But that's okay. It'll figure it out. For right now, we're going to try and just make the best of it for tonight. Let's see. Vic said I managed to do one single brushstroke on my painting. I feel that deeply, deeply, Vic. Stephanie said, I see 100,000. Yes, we are at 100K. I will say I was so hesitant to have like my document open that counts that in real time because it's getting to be quite big. I'm at like, how many pages is this now? Okay, I'm at 293 pages. So as you can imagine, yeah, it's a pretty big doc. So I don't have any of my other documents open, like my outline or my character sheet or my plot hole sheet, which usually I have all of those open. But I didn't open those today just so that I could specifically have like my full draft up so that it would tabulate in real time. But I do have my checklist. You guys know how I do chapter checklists. I do have my checklist pulled up on a screen on this side just because I don't want to add any more words than I have to on that one doc, if that makes sense. So anyways, but yes, we have hit 100K and it's pretty surreal. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I somewhat already hyped myself up because I knew coming into this, I was only like 2 words away. But it feels really cool. I thought originally I had hoped that I would be done at 100K, and I'm not, but we are close. I'm in the last quarter of chapter 18, and then I have, I believe, up through chapter 23. So yeah, 4 more chapters after this, and then I'm done. Kaputski with the first draft. And the first thing I'm going to do is print it out somehow. I don't know if I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put it in a binder or get it like spiral bound. My friend Sarah Jane recommended spiral binding it, but we were talking about doing that more like after my second draft. But I feel like I may want to do it for my first. So we'll see. I have to like debate how I want to do that. But yes, we're at 100. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Savannah. Alex wrote 506 words. That's awesome. Thank you for the congratulations. Thanks, Jeannie. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, I only wrote like 58 words, but you know what? We'll take it. We will take it, right, guys? Like I said, I was kind of troubleshooting and taking trash out on that sprint. So yeah, I didn't write as much, but we did cross the 100K mark. And that's what counted for that sprint. So Radiantly Bars got 265 words and chocolate milk acquired. Check. Love to see it. Jeannie got 215 words. That's awesome, Jeannie. Stephanie got 465. Killing it. killing it as usual. Bree said, don't take the trash out. It's Lunar New Year. That's bad luck. Listen, I didn't know that. Is that a real thing? Like, not Lunar New Year. I know that's a real thing, but is it really bad luck? I didn't know that. Hi, Margo. Welcome in, buddy. Also, hi, Bree. I don't know if I said hi or not earlier. Sorry about that. Rachel Catherine got 54 words and is editing a reel from a photo shoot that she did at the beginning of the month. Oh, that's exciting. How fun. Hi, Alex. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Thank you, Ian. Yeah, some of y'all, too, I'm just saying, have been here for like from the beginning. I want to say when I first started streaming, I was at I might have been at 10K. I don't know, but it's been a minute. So, hi, Felicity. Welcome in. If you're just coming in, YouTube is having an issue with comments, so I can't pull them up today. But I do see all the comments. I can see them. I just can't pull them up. Thank you, Rachel Catherine. Thanks, Felicity. Thanks, Radiantly Mars. Oh, thank you, Rachel Catherine. Yeah, honestly, this chapter's board is quite a vibe. I think I've said it, but I think 17, 18, and 19 to me are the... I don't know how to explain it. So many things it's the culmination of all these breadcrumbs and all these kinds of Easter eggs and things along the way. So these were the chapters I was most excited to write, was 17, 18, and 19, I feel like. Although big stuff happens even after 19, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just not as action packed, I guess, Radiantly Bars with all the stars. Thank you. No worries, Christina. I do that too sometimes when I watch streams. No worries. Thank you for the congrats. Thanks, Alex. Starbunny said it was good. It's been a while trying to get back into my project. I'm working on 2 projects. Recently, I was writing the other one, but now I think I'm rolling. Nice. Sometimes some people really find it helpful to alternate. It's interesting. Congrats on 100K. Thank you. Sirsha. Hi, Sirsha. Oh, so happy to have you here, Fred. Beth said, I'd like to print out the project and do a red pen edit markup after the first draft. See, that's what I'm thinking. I feel because my first round of revisions will just be dev edits, obviously, and I feel it's going to be a lot of just more big picture stuff. So I feel having it printed out and being able to, like you said, Beth, just have a red pen and just kind of go through and quickly mark the most obvious stuff and then go in and fix it would be kind of nice. And I've also heard that it's nice to read it in a different medium, especially if you're not going to take a break, which I don't anticipate taking a break between finishing the first draft and then starting revisions. So yeah, I do think I want to print it out. And the reason Sarah Jane recommended getting it spiral bound, because she was saying and it makes total sense. It's a lot easier to kind of work with because you can flip it all the way around behind itself and lay it flat, whereas if you put it in a binder, you can't flip it all the way around as easily and stuff. So I'll have to think on that. I don't know. Because I do want to do the spiral bound, but I was kind of hoping to do that after my second draft, or even maybe even my third draft. So I'll have to let that percolate. Christina said, unfortunately, my neighborhood doesn't plan trash days around Lunar New Year. So yeah, my trash has to go today. Yeah, I just was it's gotta go out. Let's see. Vic said, yeah, you're also not supposed to do laundry on New Year or you'll have business hang. What? I did not know this. I did not know any of this. I did not do any laundry today, so thank goodness for that. But yeah, sorry, trash had to go out today. There was no avoiding that. Okay, Bree, I was wondering if you were from back in the day. So Bree is from way back when I did I tell you guys, I did live streaming a long time ago, years and years. I want to say it was during COVID. And I think I only did it once a week on Thursdays, but I did a bunch of random stuff, and I would have my brothers on with me and stuff. It was a really fun time. It was a really cool time. But yeah, now I'm very, very just centered on writing in general. So hopefully if you liked the little, I don't really talk about Harry Potter on here anymore just because I don't want to promote J.K. Rowling. But if you liked the kind of like fan fiction storytelling that I did back then, I have a feeling you'll probably still like the writing I'm doing now. It's just like a more mature take, you know, like I'm still the same artist under it all, you know, but I'm like, I've matured quite a bit now, you know, but it's really cool to see you on here, Bree. It's really neat. Susha said, OMG, just now noticing 100,000 words. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it feels like a huge accomplishment. I never really thought this day would come. I don't know if anyone else feels that way when they did their first book, but I was like, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to make it happen. But in the back of your mind, you're like, but it may not happen. You know, 100,000 words is a lot, and that's a lot of time and energy, but like, here we are. So it feels good. Hi, Marin. Marin's cat, welcome in. So happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Alex said, I can share a last line. Oh, yes, last line would be a vibe. And I'll probably catch up on the chat. We'll do a dance party because we must. And then we'll spin the wheel if that's okay. We'll go right into another sprint. But Alex said, I can share a last line. Okay. Maybe by stepping through the threshold, I'll be seen as the monster of our stories. Okay, bar. I love that, Alex. That was so good. Vic said, I ordered a full paperback copy of my first draft and it was the best decision. See, I've just heard that it can be helpful to read it in a different medium. And I've got to say also, as someone who like, I'm in school while doing this, and I do school virtually, right? Like I just take all my classes online through Zoom. I'm in front of the computer all day already. And I think it might be kind of nice to like, even if I still stream while doing it, to be able to have a physical copy in front of me and give my eyes a little break too, to be totally honest. Let's see. Rachel Catherine said, I thought about doing spiral bound, but I don't know how to go about that with not having a lot of printer paper and limited cartridge ink. I think you can get them done. You know, I think local printers can do it too. There's a lot of like kind of more mom and pop print shops that will do it. But I want to say like Office Depot and stuff, you can order a spiral bound copy too. So we'll see what I'm feeling. I've still got 4 chapters to write. Well, 4 and a quarter. So I'll have to kind of think, you know, ponder it. One for the shelf, one for making notes into. Oh, that's smart. That's actually really cool. It'd be cool to have, well, I'll always have a digital first copy to look back at, but yeah, that'd be cool. Christina said, I'm going to do all the things you're not supposed to do on Lunar New Year just because you like to live life on the edge, Christina. Is that what's happening? Christina said, gotta gather up some laundry now. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm one who thrives on alternating stories. My ADHD needs new stuff, change to be consistent. Wish I knew this years ago. Yeah, I want to say, and you guys will probably know this and can correct me if I'm wrong, but is Margot one of the people that does, and Margot, I don't know if you're still in here or not. I think I saw Margot in here earlier, pop in, that does like 3 weeks on, 1 week off or something, or used to. I don't know. I always thought that was a really interesting approach, whoever that was that mentioned that to me one time. They were like, yeah, I work on one project for 3 weeks and then do another one for 1 week. But this might not have been Margot. I feel like it was, but it might not have been. But it was really cool. Vic said, we Slavic people are very superstitious and have a lot of those, and they're taken very seriously. So I know a lot of weird ones like the interest. I've genuinely never heard of that. It's so funny. Rachel said, I ended my first draft on 90K with the goal of 100K for the cap. Second draft is, that's awesome, Rachel Catherine. See, I think I'm going to have the opposite problem where I'm going to be an overwriter and have to peel back a bit. But I think I'm actually going to end up being pretty close. I did the outline. Okay, my outline is set at 100K, right? Like it anticipates a 100K first draft. But I figured that I would go over that and end closer to like 120. And I want 120 to be my like final number. But I think this draft is actually going to end up being, I did the math the other day, right? The theoretical math. And I think it's going to end up being closer to 121,000. So I'm hoping I'm actually going to be pretty spot on to where I ultimately wanted to be. And then I'll just have to shave a little bit back. And then I'll probably have to add some stuff in too. So I don't know. As long as it like peters out at 120 in the end, like it evens out that way, that's where I kind of want to be. Jeannie said, just a reminder for the sprint tracker. Oh, yes. Thank you, Jeannie. No, always feel free to remind me about the sprint tracker, guys, because I do forget time to time. Got to get our little logo up there. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate you. Jeannie said, I used to work for a FedEx office. Ooh, and they can print and spiral bind it. Ooh, only like $5 to bind? Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to look at a FedEx. Thank you for that little tip, Jeannie. What's up? Okay. Rachel said, wait, I just realized I think I can do it at FedEx. So I might try. I'm going to like write down FedEx, actually, not to be weird. But I know later I'll get it mixed up with something else if I don't write it down. Okay. Okay, Margot, I don't know how that stuck with me that it was you, but I like vividly remember you telling me about, and I think you only told me one time in the chat, but I just thought that was so interesting. I don't know that I could ever do it. Maybe once I'm better at writing, I feel like maybe I could do it. I think I'm too new to it right now to like balance it in my mind, but maybe down the line I could. But I really like that like approach. Margot says my patented method. Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. Radiantly Mars says, I might have to hop off soon since I have to get dinner ready and go to 2 meetings tonight. Oh my goodness, but I got 1,470 words for the day, 400-ish being a Substack post. That's awesome, Radiantly Mars. You're doing great. Just a reminder that word count does not show if someone is an overwriter or underwriter. That's true. My 140K first draft, that was 100% under. That's true. I guess it's really not technically the same. Like underwriter and overwriter is technically, as far as like content, not word count. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Done making estimates. Listen, you just never know. Oh, you're good. No worries, Rachel Catherine. Oh, bye, Christina. Yes, hopefully we'll see you soon. All right, let's go ahead and get into a sprinteroonie dooney, guys, because now we're going for the finish line. That's my next kind of like marker that I want to hit, will be the end. So I'm motivated. I'm ready to go. All right. Oh, dance. Alex, thank you for the reminder. Okay, can we do a quick dance party before we go over to the wheel? Whatever would be cool with that. And if you normally leave me hanging, okay, if you're normally someone that leaves me hanging, please don't this time because it's my 100K, okay? So don't leave me dancing on my own, all right? Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. You guys are the sweetest, putting all the emojis in. I don't know who started that, but I love that you guys do that because it actually makes me feel like in real time, like I'm not dancing alone. Oh my gosh. All right. Now we're going over to the wheel. We're going to make some more magic happen tonight, right? Let's see. Let's pop over here. All right. Ooh, the ballet slippers. Oh, so creative. I love the ballet slippers. Okay. You guys all put such fun things in. I think Rachel put in a disco ball. And I love the classic salsa dancer. Gotta have her. It is a good indicator that you guys are dancing with me. Yeah, Bree's like, time to get serious. Yes, it is time to lock in, friends. Listen, Tanya, we love to see it. I'm glad you did. I'm glad. I do feel like people don't leave me hanging. I've talked to a few people like off stream, and they're like, listen, I actually dance when you do those. And I can just feel it cosmically. What can I say? All right. We've got guesses in the chat. If you have not dropped your guess, I'm going to give you 3 seconds. Okay. Because new people may not know to drop their guesses. 3. So you have 3 seconds to do so. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for following, iCat. And here we go. And there you have it, ladies and gents. That is the flip side too. When you get a baby sprint at the top, when you get a 20, we had a 25er. You get something in the 20s, 30s, and the wheel comes right back at you with a little slap back to reality. Oh, goodness, we'll take it. Okay, let's see. I don't know that anybody got an hour. I mean, we had a few dooms, which are pretty close, but they don't technically count. Well, all right. We'll take the 1 hour. We'll roll with it. All right. Nobody got it. No winners this time around. Who am I kidding, though? We're really all winners, right? That music did not make it sound like we were all winners. Oh, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I left the alert on. All right. Let me get this queued up here. We can rock a 1 hour, right, guys? That ain't nothing. I think I'm gonna listen to some music on the top end of this one too, to like really sink into my story, you know? Yeah, I think I need that. I gotta pull up the playlist, the vibes, picture everything that's happening right now, because there's a lot happening right now in this chapter. And then continue. Also, I just have to point out, Susha said it's doomy enough. But Jeannie said, snap back to reality. Up there goes gravity. Up. Y'all know that one? I think is that Eminem? Oh, good night, Tanya. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, it did feel like doom. All right. Oh, and yeah, Vic, if you have to go to sleep, girl, go to sleep. Because, like, listen, it is late for y'all that are overseas and stuff and in different countries. It is late. Eminem. All right. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Eminem. But yeah, I don't want to be keeping anyone up too late past their, too late into the night. Because that's brutal. All right. I have... Yeah. Okay. I have 1 hour... Vic's being a rebel. Not yet. I have some drawing to do, but at the full hour I will. Okay. Agreed. Yeah, same, Rachel Catherine. Yes, definitely. Love this reminder from Alex. Remember to take care of yourselves, friends. Remember to drink water. It's important. I'm going to drink some water at the top of the next sprint. All right. That being said, I have 1 hour on the clock. I wish everyone the best of luck. I'll see you in an hour. Here we go. Oh, thank you for Stephanie. Or thank you, Stephanie, for telling me. Thank you, Margot. Sorry. It's just my mic. Sometimes I have to push a little harder than I like do naturally. Anyways, thank you for giving me the heads up. I was just saying, I hope that sprint went really well for everyone. It went really well for me. I got 765 words, I believe. And yeah, I felt very like the words were just coming during that sprint. So yeah, I'm pretty content. And I'm really nearing the end of this chapter. Like, I need to look at my checklist on the top of the next sprint to double check. But yeah, oh my God, I'm so close to being done with this chapter. I need to compare this against my outline to make sure that I didn't leave anything out. Because for some reason, there's something that I thought was in this chapter, but I don't think it is. No, it's not. It's not. Because, okay, so no, I'm really close to the end of this chapter. Wow. Wild, bro. I'm definitely going to finish on the next sprint. I mean, I need to consult my checklist to triple check, but definitely going to finish on the next sprint. Let me get over to Facecam, by the way. I'm going to keep us accountable and on track here. Let's see. That was a longer one. We'll do a 7-minute break. Okay. Also, Miley came in on that sprint. Hi, Miley. Not sure if you're still here hanging, but happy to have you here if you are. Let's see. Vic said, okay, fine. Managed to draw one single column, now going to bed. Listen, columns are hard. Like, that's well deserved. Good night, Vic. Let's see. But yeah, thank you, Stephanie and Margot, for pointing that out, for catching me. Saoirse said, I ate dinner and finished editing a video. Awesome, Saoirse. Also, Saoirse has a book out. In case you don't know, Taste of Bliss. Go get it anywhere books are sold. You gotta check it out. The cover is incredible. FYI. Margot says, also ate dinner and then started some plans for tomorrow. Ooh, plans for tomorrow. Interesting. Stephanie said, you wrote more than me this time. I wrote 568 and made some cookies. Double chocolate chip. Okay. First of all, I love your obsession with like cookies, with the chocolate chip cookies. Now you're making me want chocolate chip cookies. And of course, I don't have anything for chocolate chip cookies. You know, the next thing I'm going to get, though, I don't know if it counts as a sweet treat, but I think I'm going to get Nutella soon because people freaked out over the fact that I had never had Nutella on my last arena stream. But after that, I need to get some chocolate chip cookies because now you're making me crave them. But hey, I am thrilled that I got more that time. It will be short-lived, I promise you. I'm telling you, the energy I have for 17, 18, and 19 is just intense. Like, I'm so excited about writing these. And I would say even with 19, my pace will probably slow back down to like my normal pace because I think 19 will have some bits where I like write it, sit with it for a minute, erase it, rewrite it, sit with it for a minute, erase it. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just embracing it while I have the momentum. Okay, Alex got 220 words, slow and steady. Listen, slow and steady, nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you, I think I'm one of the slowest writers on AuthorTube. I'm not even kidding. And I finally broke 100K today, so it can happen. I did things, not editing things. Were they like, need to get it together? Were they self-care things though? Because we count self-care over here on this channel as being productive. Alex said, had a good flow and wrote 1,095. Holy smokes, that is a good flow, Alex. Rachel Catherine just spent an hour editing a 10-minute video, down to 3 for TikTok and Instagram Reels, and then again to 60 seconds for YouTube Shorts. Dude, I hate the different formats for shorts between all the different social media platforms. It's so infuriating. So just saying, my heart goes out to you. But Rachel said, next sprint, I will write. Nice. Love to see it. Jeannie got 388 words that sprint. Not as much as she'd hoped, but not too bad either. Yeah, 388 is great, Jeannie. That's awesome. Felicity got 409 words. Reached the section of draft one that needs big help. I feel that my draft's going to need some help. It's going to need some help too. So I relate. Evelyn's so sweet. Oh, thanks, Saoirse. Listen, Saoirse's a friend of the channel. So, you know. And I just feel like Saoirse and I, we like similar stuff, you know? So it's kind of nice to be able to shout somebody out who I feel like our interests kind of align in writing and books. So for sure, 100% happy to do it. Nutella counts as a sweet treat. Okay. Please try Nutella. Yeah, I gotta try it. I'm convinced. People were felt very, and I found out too that you need to toast. Well, the recommended method, I believe that Miley recommended, I may have to go back and watch, but I think Miley recommended to like put it on bread and like toast it. So, which I'm glad I asked because I would have never thought to toast it. So I'll update you guys if I do try it. It's pancake today. Pancake day today. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, it's already pretty late here. It's 8:40, so I don't know that I'd be going to get Nutella now, but maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted. No idea how much I got. I'm writing, deleting, grading back, slowly going bad. Listen, I hear that is revisions. That's what I hear. Okay, made it back. Please try Nutella. You would make it back just in time for the food bit. Yeah. No, I will. I need to for sure. You guys are onto something there. Yeah, there's a big mood for sure. Alex said a surprise character jumped into this chapter and she's quite interesting so far. She didn't exist before the sprint, and I think she's ready to yap the POV duo's ear off. Oh my gosh. She sounds like a gem. We love her. Because the copyright for audio is a B word for videos over 1 minute. Oh. That makes sense. Yeah, I just hate how they're all just slightly different dimensions and slightly different time, like max time limits, you know? Alex said she's definitely going to make me split this chapter. Oh, that was for Saoirse, by the way. I forget that I'm not pulling up comments tonight because YouTube is silly. I really believe this to be a YouTube issue. But that was for you, Saoirse. I suck at these hearts. I got to get better at these. But anyways, Alex said she's definitely going to make me split this chapter into 2. If she's here during draft 2. Well, it's not a bad thing. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to split a lot of my chapters. Yes. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Toast in the toaster oven. Yep. I made note, Miley. That's how I'm going to do it when I get it. Pancakes and Nutella. Yeah, I've definitely heard of that. Oh, I won't put it in a toaster. I'll put it in like a toaster oven, like a air fryer toaster oven kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. No, that was my plan. Yeah, that's what I always mean too, is like the little oven. 100%. Now everyone's gonna be craving Nutella. Oh, hometown gossip. Unofficial matchmaker for one of. Oh, cute. I love that idea of a character, Alex. It's so sweet. It's so cute. Of course, Saoirse. Miley said, I think YouTube's having issues tonight. It really resisted letting me sign in. Yeah, when I was Googling, I did a little bit of troubleshooting on the first sprint, just on the comment thing. And it looked like a bunch of people also, it looks like over the last 4 days, there's just been issues in general with like comments, not just even on live streams. It looks like some people have had their comments like videos where it says like comments are turned off, although they're not meant to be turned off. and stuff. So I think this is a YouTube thing. I'm not that fazed by it. YouTube has done this to me before, so I'm just not this exact thing, but I've just run into issues. I think YouTube is not really best equipped for live streaming. It's really meant for videos. Now clearly this comment thing would still affect videos, but I'm just saying, I'm not surprised it's affecting the live stream side of things too. So, Saoirse said also, it's definitely YouTube. I keep trying to open YouTube in another tab to upload my video and it's not loading. Okay. Yeah. This makes me feel better. Like, I hate that y'all are struggling, but it also makes me feel better. Cause I was like, I'm not doing anything different. And I thought at first it might've been a browser extension for, when I take proctored tests for school. Sometimes it like shuts down a bunch of stuff in my, like default browser settings, but I looked it up and it actually wasn't turned off. So, and I turned it off and on just to see if it just needed like a refresh. That did not fix it. So I think I'm pretty, and then, like I said, I went to the message boards. That's where all the hot goss is at. And it looks like YouTube's having some issues. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, listen, I'm just happy, that the stream is working, because I was hitting 100K today no matter what. I was just like, because I'd been waiting. I hit like 900, it was like 99,977 words or something before my stream with Hannah and Kara on Friday. And I intentionally waited, like I added, I think, like 1 or 2 sentences. And then I was like, I cannot break 100K without being on stream, because I want it recorded for my own, just to be able to look back on. And then I also wanted it recorded. I wanted to do it on stream because I had done so much writing on stream, like so much of this book. I wanted to like hit that milestone on stream. So I waited and I was like, I am hitting that 100K today so that I can keep cranking, because now I just really want to finish the book, so all right, that being said, I totally ignored the timer. That was not great of me, but we're gonna go ahead and pop over to the wheel here and take her for a spin, if y'all don't mind. So go ahead and drop those guesses in the chat. You have about 5 seconds to do so, and if you hit the nail on the head, we will spam the chat with gold stars in your honor. Nobody got it last time, so think carefully about your guess. Really consider it. 5. Oh, bye, Jeannie. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you on Thursday. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Okay, you know what? We'll take it. We're going to take it and run with it, right, guys? Nobody got this one. Interesting. We had a lot of people kind of play in the middle of the field with 30s and 40s. But that's all right. Okay, 55 it is. And I got to give us a little pendant up there. There we go. Oh, okay. Saoirse said, yay, close enough. That's true. Close enough. And I'm actually happy for a longer sprint, because I do feel like I really locked in on that last one. And I want to finish this chapter. Now, also, I will say, I may have to pull it up and download it, but I have chapter 19, the vision board, done. So if I finish this chapter and go into the next one during this sprint, I can probably switch out the vision boards, which would be pretty cool. Chapter 19's is not quite as like detailed because 1, I don't want to give away any spoilers, and 2, how do I put this? I can't, some of the stuff I was trying to look up for chapter 19 to actually, to like accurately depict it, like Pinterest wouldn't even let me search for it. Do you know what I mean? You get my drift. So I can only show so much for chapter 19, but I feel like I made an interesting board nonetheless, you know, like it's okay. So, yeah, hopefully I will finish this chapter 18 and then put chapter 19 up there. Okay. That being said, yeah, I've got 55 minutes on the clock. I wish you all the best of luck. I'll see you in 55. Here we go. right, and just like that, we are back. I'm gonna give us our little token here. That was a pretty solid sprint. And I did finish chapter 18 in the books. So, yeah. It did go by fast, Saoirse. I agree. It did go by fast. And Alex said, Walter, he's just trying to steal the spotlight. Look at him. We caught you red-handed. Being a cutie. He really looked at the camera like, what now? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Saoirse. Thank you, Ian. 3 words in procrastination station. You know what? I've been there. I have been there. Okay. I don't know. Trying to get this webcam lined up. There we go. That's better. Yeah, Walter, he did a baby. Yeah, we're talking about you. Oh gosh. Margot says, took a shower on that one and looked through some stuff for my good old secret project. Oh, fun times. A Star Bunny said, my favorite line I wrote, well, he's either a dark witch or he simply killed one, ripped their soul apart, then placed a fragment inside of your pendant. I greatly prefer the former. Oh my gosh. And Walter just drank some of my, well, it's not really tea. It's just hot water. But I won't be drinking any more of that. Oh my gosh. Yes, chapter 19, Margot. Yeah, I'm so ready. Yeah. It's going to be quite a chapter. Alex says literally 70 words, but did a bunch of useful research and now know how to heave too. Ooh, love that, heave too. That gives me like ship vibes, but I don't know if that's what you are implying. Stephanie got 211 words and cleaned up for the night. That's a very successful sprint. Saoirse made a thumbnail for her video, got it uploaded. YouTube seems to be back at least a little bit, and then started drawing. Yay! Saoirse, you're killing it. Okay, and I'm glad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm clicking through the comments now, and like, it's still not gonna show up, I don't think. But my comment screen seems to be showing up more normally, like my YouTube Studio screen. So hopefully that's a good sign. Thank you, Miley. Yeah, I did the mood board on my stream with Hannah and Kara because I was like, I cannot hit 100K here. Like, I really wanted to do it on my own stream, you know, so I could see, this is so stupid, but just so I could see the progress bar hit 100K. So I was like, what can I do that's productive? So I did my vision board for chapter 19. So yeah. Oh my God. And chapter 19 is gonna be quite the roller coaster. Oh, it's so brutal. Anyways, it's going to be fun to write, but it's going to be hard too. Alex said, totally ships vibes, weathering a monster storm. Ooh, interesting. I read The Wager, which is kind of a similar vibe. Although I think that's based on a true story. I don't know. But that was a great book. Ian said, I realized I had a 300-word chapter, decided to have my traumatized main character build a fort out of the bed in his hotel room and hide in it. Oh my gosh, that actually sounds so fun. That actually sounds like such a fun chapter, not gonna lie. Oh, goodness. All right, well, I've got to tell you guys, I don't know if you can tell because I keep like kind of twisting like this, but I am having the worst like cramp in my side right now. So I hate to do this, but it's genuinely, it's like really uncomfortable. And I'm like, I may call it an early night. I'm only calling it early by like half an hour, 40 minutes, because we usually go till 10:30, but I may call it a little bit of an early night and try to just like lay out flat for a bit and see if that helps. I think I just did a lot today, and I've been sitting at my desk a lot today, and I just think I'm getting like a bit of a funky cramp. So I'm sure it's fine. It's no big deal. I'll just drink some water, you know, and like lay flat, but I definitely think I might call it a little early, which I hate to do. But yeah, I'm gonna put some heat on it too, Miley. Actually, it's a good idea. I do have my heating pad hooked up, so anyways, thanks guys, you're so sweet. So just really quick housekeeping before I leave you. First of all, I will be on Twitch tomorrow, or I plan to be on Twitch tomorrow. But it will be at 7:30. From now on, when I stream on Twitch, it'll start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, because I now have a Zoom class that goes till 7:30. So if I'm on at like 7:35, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna get there as fast as I can after my Zoom class. But that's my plan as of now. So I will be on Twitch tomorrow. I have an arena stream on Thursday, which is going to be really fun. And remember to turn your points in for the writer games. I'll update the standings on Friday on my channel. There are also 2 new channels in the Discord for the writer games, if you haven't checked it out in a minute. There's an artwork channel and the cornucopia now, where you can share details about your project and also match with potential alpha and beta readers. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So yeah, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And after the stream, if you feel like sticking around, you know, it would dearly help me out if you left a comment saying one positive thing that you got done during the stream. It could be writing related or not writing related. But that would be super awesome. But if not, no pressure. Otherwise, that being said, thank you all so much for hanging out. Be brave, be a light. Remember that you're so, so loved. And I will see you around AuthorTube. Bye, guys.